Alright. Hey y'all.
What's up? John up to?
Y'all know who it is. Jock and
Your boy Quan.
So yeah, y'all, we decided to finally pop up and show our faces because we still want to do YouTube and we just haven't been up to talking about our son passing away, but we feel like we need to talk about it. Just so that if you're new to our channel, then you know you won't be looking back on our old videos like y'all had a son, where did he go, you know? And if you're new to our channel, then welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, then hey.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got two sons, really.
Yeah, we got two sons.
Yeah.
Our other son, he only comes during the summertime. So the older one, he only comes during the summertime. So that's why y'all only really see him during the summertime. And then of course we got Diva back here, and then we had Jameer, and he passed away on October 31st.
Yeah.
And if you watch our previous video, we did a video where we rushed him to the ER because he had pyloric stenosis. And if you don't know what pyloric stenosis is, it's basically like a little muscle that's in between your small intestine, your stomach and your small intestine. It's like all connected together, but it's basically in between those two organs. And when you eat your food is supposed to digest and pass through that little muscle. It's supposed to open up, you know, and your food drops through there, and then it goes into your small intestine, then you digest it, you poop it out, pee it out, whatever. But he wasn't doing that, and yeah, we explained all that. I think we explained all that, yeah, on that video. So we'll leave a link to that video so you can go watch it, where it tells you all about the pyloric stenosis and how his surgery went and everything. But in short, like, he was doing good when he left the hospital. We feel like he was doing good. He was eating. He gained all his weight back. He gained a whole 2 pounds after he had the surgery.
Right, he wasn't vomiting anymore.
Yeah, he wasn't vomiting anymore. He was just doing the frequent spit ups like little babies do, you know. I wake up like sporadically and stuff, and then in order for me to go back to sleep, I have to watch TV. I have to watch a movie. I have to watch something boring and go back to sleep. So that's what I did. I went in another room and he fed him. I heard him crying. He heard him crying. He got up, he fed him, and he went and he put him back to sleep. And next thing you know, on Halloween morning, he just was not breathing. So we don't know if he passed away from SIDS. We don't know what he passed away from. We don't know if he had complications with his surgery. We're still trying to figure that out. Right now, his death certificate still say pending, so they don't have like information on how he passed away. They say it takes, what, 6 months to a year?
Up to a year.
Yeah. They say it takes up to 6 months to a year to find out how he passed away. But it's just crazy because we feel like we did all of that, rushing him to the hospital and trying to save his life, just for him to still pass away, and we thought he was perfectly good. And I don't know. I don't know.
This is hard for me to talk about.
Yeah, it's hard for him to talk about, so I just said I would do most of the talking. We're not gonna make this video too long, y'all, because it's really not much to talk about, like, before I start busting out in tears. So we just wanted to get this video up for y'all so y'all know what happened to him. Well, really, we don't even know what happened to him, but so you know the situation before we continue on through our daily life, because we still got to do other stuff. We have a whole other 2 kids to care for. Well, you know, her mostly, but him, when he comes down in the summer, we still have to take care of a household, 2 other kids, and all types of stuff. So, but yeah, it's sad. And if you ever lost somebody, I never knew what it was like to lose no child. I had a cousin who lost her child, and there's no words that you can say to somebody if you don't know what it's like to lose a child. All you can say is, I'm praying for you. That's what a lot of people say.
Sorry for your loss.
Or sorry for your loss, yeah. But really, a little baby like that, any child that you birthed, that you carried, or that you conceived and made, or whatever, that's gonna be sad, because it's just sad. He wasn't even in his prime yet.
Right, he was so handsome.
And he was so handsome. But
handsome and strong.
It's okay. We're still young, and the best way that we think of it is, God don't make no mistakes, and everything happens for a reason. So we're figuring that out. One day at a time. I still be angry and upset, and everything pisses me. Like, I swear, everything pisses me off. The littlest things piss me off right about now. At this point, I don't really care.
Right.
But I sort of do.
Think, like, what could we have done different that day? Like, what if we would have done something else different? Would he still have passed away, or would he be fine? If I just did this instead of doing that.
Right. Hold on, y'all. Somebody calling. Yeah, y'all. So we just basically wanted to get on here and share our story, and I don't know if we got no words of encouragement because we still dealing with it ourselves, but basically all I can say is that everything happened for a reason. So whatever that reason may be, it's up to you to find it out, or maybe you'll figure it out, maybe you won't. But
something that's already happened ain't like you can go back and change it. So.
Yeah, you can't go back and change it. It can either make you or break you. Some people go deep into depression and it can take you to a whole nother place. Like, some people get on drugs heavy, some people drink a lot, some people do a lot, and then some people just learn to cope with it because you'll never get over it. So basically you have to cope with it, and then you just carry on through life. And the good thing is, at least we're still young enough to where we can have other kids, and they call those rainbow babies. When a child of yours passes away and then you have another child after that, they call it a rainbow baby because it's the sunshine after the storm. That's what they say. So okay, y'all. So yeah. Okay, quick story time. So when our son passed away, let me tell y'all something. They put up crime scene tape as if we was murderers. Like, I did not know people do that. When somebody's child passes away, you put up crime scene tape. You got us looking like straight criminals out here. Then told us we can't leave and go outside. Like, we about to get arrested or something. That is very sad, and that is very depressing for somebody that just lost their child, because our family had came over and they were trying to come over and console us and stuff like that, and I was ready to see somebody other than him or other than my daughter. I was just ready to see somebody and just, maybe cry or talk or vent or whatever. And you talking about I can't go outside. And why can't I go outside? Why can't I go outside? So that was one thing that I did not like. He looked like he was asleep. That's what he said. He was still sleeping. Looked like he was still sleeping. And when he got up and showed and was holding him, talking about he wasn't breathing, he did still look asleep. His eyes was closed and he just was like asleep. And so we don't know if he passed away in his sleep or not. They said he had asphyxiation at the hospital and his heart stopped, like cardiac arrest. But they said so much stuff, it's like, I don't know who to believe. Right. So basically all I can wait for is the autopsy. But if he did pass away in his sleep, I don't think it's necessary to put crime scene tape up and sending CPS to your house like you just beat your child to death or something. Like, that to me should be banned. Like, y'all should do that in another time, not on the day that your child passes away. Like, we was gonna drop him to the hospital ourselves because we felt like it was taking too long, but they told us don't do that. So they told us how to give CPR, and he gave him CPR while I was on the phone with her and telling him what to do, even though he could hear it because it was on speakerphone, but still. So while we was doing that, they ended up coming, and it didn't really take long, but to us it's gonna feel like it's taking a long time because every second counts. Like, what is y'all doing? So, and mind you, the hospital ain't nothing but like maybe 7 minutes away, and they supposed to be speeding, I assume, because don't they be speeding to everybody else's house when something happens? So if you speeding, then those 7 minutes should be cut in half. But whatever. So they came, he had gave him CPR, they gave him CPR. I really didn't see them put their mouth on him, but then again, I was just too in my feelings, so I probably just didn't notice. I don't know. But after that happened, we was trying to get dressed fast. We threw on some clothes and we was ready to go. And then here come the sheriffs, here come the police talking about, yeah, we need to ask y'all some questions. What's your names? What's your address? What's your this? What's your that? Like, bro, do you really think I feel like answering these questions right now? Like, you can't ask me these later.
At this moment, I don't even know.
The answers are not going to change. Like, the answers are not going to change. You see where I live at. You see what's my name. I gave him my ID. He could have kept it for all I care. Like, you can get my name off of there. You can't get my address off of there because it's not the same on there. But you see where I live at. And you can't get my social security number, true. But you could get that at a later time. Like, we trying to make it to the hospital to see what's going on. And then by the time we finally was able to leave out of their hands, which was maybe 10 minutes later, he was already deceased. We knew it by the time that she called on the phone and said, yeah, where y'all at?
Right there.
And she was like, we'll meet y'all out in the front. He was like, I already know what she about to say, that he passed away because who gonna meet you out in the front?
Right. Wow.
Like, I could walk in the hospital perfectly fine by myself. So, yeah, that was just something I wanted to mention because I don't feel like that's right to put up crime scene tape and to do all these extra precautions when somebody's clearly trying to be there for their child and meet them at time. Like, y'all could do that later, I feel like. Like, it's really not that important. Or come follow us up there. I mean,
right.
You can follow us up there. Now we feel like we missed out on valuable time. Like, we might have could have been in there well, we couldn't have been in there while they was doing it. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have probably let us in there, but
I think they would.
But I think I don't know, because this has never happened. Maybe they would have let us in there, and then, you know, we could have spent those last little bit of moments, or if he was already passed away, then we could be there to witness it. Now we pulling up and y'all just telling us our son has passed away. We don't know if y'all actually did anything for him or not.
Right.
That's gonna be too much noise.
One of the officers, sheriff's gonna say, yeah, I asked the people, he said he had a pulse.
Yeah, the sheriff said that on his way out, when the ambulance was taking our son, they said, yeah, we need to take him in right now. He said, the sheriff said, I asked him, did he have a pulse? And they told us, yeah. Or they told me, yeah. So we thinking that he good to go and that he better and you know, and stuff like that. And then we get up there and y'all tell me he passed away. Like, I thought he had a pulse. But then we come to find out because he done came to our house on another occasion for something different. Yeah. And he lied. So he's just a liar, honestly. So you can't even believe what he said, honestly. Because he told us one thing and they told us, we asked them ourselves when they was in the living room giving him CPR. We saw the little machine with the little beats and stuff on it, and we thought that was his heartbeat. So we was like, okay, good, his heartbeat there. They was like, no, that's not his heartbeat, that's CPR compressions. But it looked like a heartbeat. It looked like the little line that goes doot, 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 or it goes flat. You know, it wasn't flat, it was just had those little pyramids, like up and down, up and down. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. Maybe that was a whole nother machine. But he said that when they were leaving out and he was coming into our house, that he asked them, was the baby fine and was he alive? And they said that he had a heartbeat. So how did he lose his heartbeat then? Like, that's what I'm confused about. But we'll never know, or maybe we will know. Maybe we will. So until then, we just gonna carry on, because you have no other choice. Like, you really have no other choice. You can sit and grieve all day long. And he passed away on Halloween. Now Thanksgiving them came and went. It's about to be Christmas. Like, we can't just keep being sad and depressed when we got a whole nother child, because your emotions reflect on children. So if you angry, they're gonna be angry. If you're sad all the time, they're gonna be sad all the time. So yeah, we can't just do that. But
I couldn't have said it better.
Right. So we just wanted to let y'all know what happened, because we are trying to be serious. We was just getting serious about our YouTube too. Mm-hmm. We was so serious about it, and we was so ready to show y'all how we do stuff with 2 little toddlers, and especially since we're a young black family. Right. We was happy to show our little journey through life and stuff like that. But I mean, this is a part of the journey through life, because things happen, unexpected things. Now this is very unexpected, because who would expect this? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, so that's what it is. And if we find out what happened to him, then we'll be back on here and we'll do another video. But like I said, they said it takes 6 months to a year, so we're just gonna continue on with our regularly scheduled programming, I guess. And if we decide to have another baby, then y'all will be here for that. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. And that's if God blesses us to have another child. And if he feels like it's not time for us to have another child, then we'll just be floating on through life. until he feel like it's time for us to have another child. So either way, y'all be around for the journey, see how we holding up and stuff like that. And we will see y'all in the next video, whatever that may be, because we not sure. We really haven't been going nowhere. We really been in the house a lot, and we really do need to get out a little bit more because it does help to, you know, it does help to relieve your mind. Right now, we are about to go grocery shopping because we haven't went grocery shopping since our son passed away. The only thing we've been doing, we've been in the house literally, because it's like, who feels like going grocery shopping? We used to go grocery shopping all the time. I even was starting to get into the mood of cooking and all, and I don't even really like cooking like that. But I was starting to get into the mood of cooking. Like, I didn't cook every day, but I was starting to get into the mood of cooking and stuff. And now I'm just like, oh my God. So we've been eating now, because she got to eat regardless, whether we want to eat or not. But we got to eat too, because who's going to be here for her, you know? So, yeah, that's what we better do. We better go grocery shopping. Go put that up, and that's all we doing basically for this day. I might cook, I don't know. And yeah, but you got anything you want to say? No?
We love y'all.
Yeah, we love y'all. And
stay up.
Just remember, expect the unexpected, basically. Expect the unexpected. Nobody would expect that your child will pass away, but you have to expect the unexpected and be prepared for things that can happen at any time, because it's not just about somebody passing away. It's about all types of things. Like, you can lose your home, you can lose your car, which could cause you to lose your job, which could cause you to lose your home. You know, everything has a trickle-down effect. So you just have to be prepared for small things and don't take little things for granted. Because say if you lose your job right now, you're not going to think that's going to be such a big deal. But then when you can't pay your rent and you only got 30 days is not a long time. And if you don't come up with no money in them 30 days, then you're going to lose your place. Or, you know, if you lose your car, I meant to say, you lose your car, then you lose your job because you can't get to work. And then you lose your place because you can't pay the bills. Like, it's a trickle-down effect. Everything, you know. So since our son passed, we could have had a trickle-down effect and just tapped out on life. And then who would be here for her? Well, she has family and stuff, but that's not the point. We're her main family. And that would have been a bad trickle-down effect. So we trying to...
It's our responsibility to take care of her, not nobody else's.
Right. It's our responsibility to take care of her. So you have to still be positive. You have to still be upbeat, even when you don't want to. And then on top of that, people want to see you grieving. People want to see you sad. Some people just don't really care. And they want to see you, like, sad and depressed and just miserable and falling off on life. Because especially if you're doing good in life, they want to see you falling off on life. Like, they want to see you turn into a drunk or break up, or, you know. And I swear everything he been doing been pissing me off lately. But he not that easy to break up with. He not that easy to break up with. So it don't matter if I talk junk and say, oh, F you, like, whatever, boo, boo, boo. He just not that easy to break up with. So, but people can break up over stuff like this because...
I ain't going nowhere on my family, no.
But honestly, though, people can break up over stuff like this because this is a really, really touchy situation, and the other one person could be really down in their depression, and the other person could be just trying to get through it, and then y'all could clash, and it don't take no time. It don't take no time. So,
yeah, like the sleeping situation when you couldn't sleep and I could sleep.
Right? Yeah, I got mad at him the day after our son passed, and I already hadn't slept that whole day when he passed away on Halloween. I hadn't slept that whole day, neither did he. But then the next morning, was the next morning? The next day, we went on through the day and stuff, and then that night came, and then he was just sleeping over there peacefully like a baby, and I'm like, how the hell can you sleep? And I'm over here, and I'm just
thinking, like, if I go to sleep, I ain't got to think about this no more.
Right, that's what he said. Like, if he go to sleep,
I'm not even worried.
Right, he wasn't thinking about it when he goes to sleep. But me, on the other hand, when every time I close my eyes, I just remember him banging on the door saying, wake up, he not breathing. And then when my eyes was open, I remember him banging on the door saying, wake up, he not breathing. So I was just thinking about it no matter whether I was sleeping or up. So I was at this point trying to watch TV to take my mind off of stuff. But
all right, imagine being a person waking up to it in reality.
Yeah, he actually woke up to it because he woke up and he was laying right beside him. Because like I said, I was in another room because I was watching videos. So yeah, that's got to be hard. See? And a lot of people tell me maybe God didn't want you to be there because as his mom and you carry him, you know, but that's his dad too. But it was basically saying as his mom and you carry him for 9 months, that probably would have been really, 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 really hard on you. Like how he could go to sleep and just tune it out. I probably would have not been able to go to sleep for, who knows, months or something. You know, waking up seeing that. Who knows? I don't know. I can't say because it's never happened to me, but I'm just thinking. Like maybe they right. You know, maybe it wasn't meant for me to be there. At the end of the day, it's really nothing you could have done, because if it was his time to go, if he was just sitting here to be our little heaven on earth, our little slice of heaven on earth, then that was it. And then it's time for him to go. So if you make it through this, he said God must think we some strong, what you said?
We must be some strong individuals.
Right, God. He said God must think we some strong individuals because his mom had literally just passed away in June, and then our son passed away in October. So he lost his mom and his son. Those are two people very close to you. That's somebody that birthed him, and then he's the father of a child, and he lost both of them. That's very close. So I don't know. I can't imagine. My mom has not passed away, so I don't know what that feeling is like. But yeah, he must have really created some strong warriors, because, you know, and maybe it's just to be here for other people. Who knows?
Right, other people who lose their baby and think
that it's the end of the world.
Right, that they can't live no more.
Because I really felt like it was the end of the world. But I was like, girl, Bob, you was not about to commit no suicide. I can't even imagine myself committing no suicide. But that still don't mean I didn't feel like it was the end of the world.
Right.
But it can't be the end of the world. You got 2 whole other kids. Like, girl, snap out of it.
I can't say I wasn't thinking that way too.
Right.
I was like, man, what's the point though?
Right.
Everything I got is gonna be taken away at the drop of a dime. If I don't like what's happening, like what can I do? Maybe not be here no more.
Right. But that wouldn't be fair to her.
Right.
And
that's just,
if anything else, especially if you got kids, don't think that nothing is the end of the world, because sometimes God just send stuff your way just to see how well you're gonna handle it. Even though he is God, so he knows how you're gonna handle it. But if he's sending something strong like this your way, then obviously you're a tough person and your purpose is greater than just being that child's mom or whatever. It's greater than whatever you think your purpose is, you know? So yeah, y'all, we were just gonna say, you know, we're gonna end this here because we said this video was gonna be long, but basically if God says something like this your way, it's probably for a bigger purpose, you know? Maybe you are meant to talk to other people or anything like that. You have to figure out your purpose in life, basically. And obviously you have a purpose, especially losing your mom and your son. You obviously have a purpose in life to be of a greater person to somebody else who may not be able to handle stuff like that. So that's just how you have to think, because you can't change it. So either you're gonna go downhill or keep going uphill. Basically. So that's how I think. So
I agree with that.
But yeah, y'all, so
I love you thinking like that.
So yeah, y'all, we're gonna conclude this video. And like I said, if you're new to our channel, then welcome. Come join the Parkers Uncut, because we try to be as uncut as possible. You know, besides little stuff like how you heard the phone ringing and stuff like that, we gonna cut that off because now y'all being nosy. Y'all being in our business. But, you know, for the most part, we try to be uncut and just speak how we feel and not chop out too much unless it's just too long. You know, we gotta cut it down. But yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. You've got all those kisses, and you ain't gonna give me none. You ain't gonna give me none.